from Brazil. Portuguese is Flavio's language. So they're going to chat with him. I'm always reminded when the doctor gets called in. My favorite story from Forrest Griffin.
It's leaking in his
eye. When a doctor
they
gets called into the cage, what you need to do is immediately walk towards some other official. Whoever that is, and pretend that that's the doctor for a moment, because what that will do is buy you an extra minute or two before you actually get to the doctor to recover. And this fight will continue. The crowd very happy to hear that. Dan Spawn will come out of the red corner. Flavio Magone will come out of the blue corner. And we meet in the center of the cage. This time, a big show of respect, as it is a touch of hands and the pat on the back from both fighters. Both men know that they've given it their all through 10 minutes, and there's as much as 5 minutes left to go. So Dan Spawn carrying the momentum into this third round, as Flavio Magone is carrying some goose eggs from the elbows, and that a sharp kick that drew an ooh from the crowd here at the Market MacPhail Center.
Which is definitely a good gauge of how bad it hurt. If you can hear it, if you can feel it, if it makes you cringe, you know it worked.
And it certainly was that, as Dan Spawn continues to look for an opening here. Flavio Magone very good on the ground in round number 1. Spawn carrying the action in round number 2. And you might think that both of them think they have a round. And so now it becomes about not making mistakes rather than finishing the fight. And that can be what separates the guys in the UFC from guys fighting here. These guys are looking to get to the sport's highest level, and that killer instinct can be a big part of that.
Yes, very much so. And even with Dan, again, putting the pressure and showing that any punch could finish this, Flavio, before that, threw his own combination. So both men are very much in this fight and very much have a chance. And if you see Flavio kicking Dan like that, it's going to start chipping away at the pep in his step. And he's not going to be able to cross that line and get a hold of Flavio. So Flavio needs to be more active, but yeah, I like what he's doing. And especially after a round where he was on the bottom in such a violent way.
And Spawn landing a couple shots there. Magone keeps coming forward. Again, both fighters landed a big punch that led to a takedown, that led to dominant ground game in each of the rounds. Both fighters exchanging that, and Spawn is certainly looking fresher here. And it's an unfortunate consequence of having some cuts of Spawn. That's a couple nice punches. When you're bleeding like that, all that's going to do is put in the mind of the judges that you're bleeding and that the other guy has done much more damage than you have. Even if you're both still landing solid punches, it's the damage that's going to look that way.
Yes. If you are noticing it, everyone else is noticing it. And everything that, in many ways, feels like just a little nod, just a little movement, in many ways is picked up by everyone watching.
Yeah, Spawn's really held the edge of the striking here in the last 90 seconds or so, as he's landed a couple different combinations. Flavio now trying to increase his pace, increase his step, kind of try and find an opening here. But Spawn, you got to think, has got to be feeling comfortable at the moment with his performance here in the third round, as he lands another punch after 2 go awry. And that kick coming from Flavio, but answered quickly by a few punches from Dan Spawn.
Yes. Dan's just taking it away at this point. You can see in many ways Flavio's face with the bumps, the bruises, the blood, a lot of blood. And no way Flavio looks like Flavio at this moment.
Dan Spawn keeps coming at Flavio Magone.
But you got to give a lot of heart to Flavio. And in many ways, he's still there. He's standing. He's looking. He's trying to get a piece of his opponent. Kudos off to him. At this point, when you have fights